Yes.
Hey everybody, welcome to Stay Fishy Friday. It's a good day. It's always a good day. I get to hang out with my fishy family. I get to have fun. I get to sit back and relax a little bit. Love Fishy Fridays. Turn that volume down, Sean.
I just finally got back into the damn thing.
Grumpy old ass man. Hi everybody. All right, tonight's drinking word is Tracy because she's home from the hospital. I mean, everything's so good. I missed her so much. And you know what? I lived a life for the last 4 days where I didn't have to worry about when to get up. It was like phenomenal. I just went to sleep at night, and then all night I slept, and then in the morning I get up 8, 10, 11 o'clock. It don't matter. Whatever I felt like it because I didn't have to get up. And then, you know, today was the first day I felt this. I had a community service call me at like 10 o'clock saying he's going to be here at noon. I'm like, I felt like a little kid back in school. I don't want to get up, you know? And you know, he hung up and all that. And next thing you know, I had to get up by noon, you know? And I was like, I don't want to. I just felt so bad. I mean, I haven't felt that way in 4.5 years because the alarm would go off. I just get up. I have to do it, you know? Tracy, you know, alarm, boom, I have to get up. It just worked out that way. And now that I got to sleep in, and now I have to start getting up on time again, it was like, no, I don't want to.
Now he has to start remembering he's watching Tracy.
Right. Well, actually, tonight.
He's distracted and wanders off and goes, oops.
Tonight, first time this happened, I was, you know, Josh came over, so I'm outside helping Josh. And then I come back in about, 45 minutes later, and Jerry's sitting at the table. And I'm like, oh, open the door. I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, what? I'm like, I forgot I'm watching Tracy. And he's like, none of her alarms went off. You're good, brother. I would have called you. I'm like, thank you, Jerry. I completely forgot I'm watching Tracy now. I'm so out of the normal of I look back at what I've done for the last 4.5 years, and I'm like, how can anyone do that? You know what I'm saying? I just did it out of being like robotic, you know? I just did it. And now that I have to get back into it, I'm kind of like, I'm forgetting that she's here. And this is our first day home. You know, I completely forgot she was here, and I was outside for like 45 minutes. No monitor on Tracy, but luckily Jerry was in there, and he would have called me if the alarms went off. So, but I still feel bad that I did that, you know?
Well, I still ain't going in there and messing with Tracy. I mean, in an absolute emergency.
Oh, you're not going to go in there and change. So Josh is here. I'm going to go outside and help him.
Well,
didn't even think about Tracy. It's because 4 days in a row I got used to her not being here. And then when she's back, it just slipped my mind, you know? So, I felt really bad.
Dean said it's hard to get up when it's this cold out. Yeah.
For sure.
I call it grizzly bear syndrome.
Right.
Wake me up when winter's over, or I'm going to bite you.
I'm as big as a grizzly bear. Tyler Kerr says, hood looking, put Jerry here's to Jerry. Okay.
Good looking up Jerry, here's to Jerry.
It could be. Good looking out Jerry. That makes sense. Yeah. Here's to Jerry, a little drink. And to Rich, it's okay. You won't forget again. We understand. No, I will not forget again. Now that it got brought to my attention, So,
the thing is, he doesn't have to worry about it. I mean, that's one of the reasons he was screaming about help, and one of the reasons I showed up.
Well, you know what? Out of all the people, let's count this up. Out of all the people that I said, you can move in and live here for free. Just help me with Tracy. Watch Tracy. Let me see. Kathy said she was an army nurse.
But that lady
and then she couldn't even handle suctioning out Tracy. So she became the plant lady. Let me see. After that, we had what? Skylar. Skylar didn't watch Tracy at all. After that, we had what? Or even before that, there was somebody else here. Who was that? Oh, that one girl that threw her coffee on me.
A couple of your nurses.
No,
They weren't going to watch
that girl I let move in here, and she lived here for like a week.
Oh, yeah, that was before I got here.
Oh, okay. Well,
shortly before. But
she
yeah.
argued with one of the nurses, and I yelled at her and told her, "Don't argue with my nurses. If you make me choose between you and the nurses, I will choose the nurses every time. So don't you argue with the nurses." And she took her coffee off the coffee machine and poured it all over my face.
Yeah, we're fresh off that Keurig, and that's a hot one.
Oh man, I had burns all down my chest. I had to. That's the one time I've called the police. Yeah. Get her the fuck out of here before I kill her. You know.
Call the police for an order of protection on yourself.
Okay. Ken Cummings says Hoover, but Hoover wasn't here to take care of Tracy. Hoover was here to help me, and he actually did a great job for like 2 years. It was him killing all them fish at the last day, and then trying to blame me for it.
It was piling up before that, but that boy could haul some shit on his back, man. Boy,
he helped out. He did. I'll give him that credit.
He was an anchor, but that's all he. Never mind. I'm trying to be critical. I don't know the man really, other than that.
Tyler says it's 13 now. It was negative 32 here, and 2 feet of snow on top of that. Didn't even send my kids to school. District still didn't cancel school. Anywhere else got that cold. It hasn't been that cold here. It's been like -4 for the last couple of days.
Where's Tyler? Is he over in Europe, or is he over on the one?
Where are you at, Tyler? Let us know. OBG Foster said, killed fish? Yes. We went on a major rescue, and there was 265 koi in this huge pond. And we were there all day. Like, I think we worked 18 hours, and then we had to drive home an hour. And then, as soon as we got here, Jerry went to bed because he's an old man. He's tired. Hoover went to sleep and left me up all night long. I had 2,000-gallon tubs, and there were so many fish in each tub that I had to constantly, all night long, nonstop do water changes, right? So as this one's emptying, this one's filling. I'd switch it, empty this one and fill this one. I'm getting the water from our pool, and at like 9 o'clock in the morning, Hoover comes out, and Jerry yells at him, "Where have you been? Rich needs a little bit of a break, blah, blah, blah." I've not gone to sleep. I worked at 16 hours, plus I worked like 9 hours all night long keeping these fish alive. So I tell Hoover, I'm like, thank God you're here. Look, continue doing water changes. I'm doing this. Here's this. Here's that. He goes, okay. And this is why the whole we're not allowed to talk about him no more is this reason. So I went in, and I had to tend to Tracy because there was no nurse that day. So I'm also watching Tracy. So I went in, I tended Tracy. I went to the bathroom for like 10 minutes. I came back out. I started Tracy's breakfast, and I go back outside, and there's no Hoover. He's gone. What the hell? I look at the fish, and there's like 15 dead fish floating on the top of this pond, and there's like, I don't know, 30 dead fish over here floating on this pond of the 1,000-gallon containers. I'm like, motherfucker. So I hurried up and got one of them running back to the drain and having the pump up. I took out all the dead fish, put them into a garbage can. Now, this motherfucker wakes up at around 11 o'clock, and I lost like 2 fish over all night long because it was pitch black outside and they jumped out. I didn't hear them hit the ground. I didn't know they hit the ground, but there were 2 fish on the ground dead in the morning. But there was like 60 fish dead in the bucket, right? And this was because of Hoover. I asked him to keep doing the water changes. And here, Jerry tells me, as soon as I walked away, Hoover says, I'm going back to bed. And Hoover went downstairs and went to sleep. Didn't give two shits about the fish. Didn't give two shits about what I said to him. Nothing. He just walked away and went to sleep. So I'm inside taking care of Tracy, going to the bathroom, taking care of what I needed to do for 10, 15 minutes before I came back out. And when I came back out, all these fish were dead. Now that's bad enough. But what he did next was ridiculous. I yelled at him. And, you know, he teared up and shit. And he started grabbing all the stuff. He's moving out. And I went out front. He's putting all the stuff on the front yard. And I went out front. I'm like, Hoover, you don't have to leave. But God damn it, I trusted you. I believed in you. I asked you to handle this. And you went away and went to sleep. You selfish son of a bitch. And he was like, fuck you, dude. I was tired. I don't give a shit. I was tired. I haven't even gone to bed yet. You went to sleep all night. You know, so here's what he did. He left and left out of here, took his shit. And about an hour later, I get a call from Bambi McCluskey. What's this? How you killed 60 fish? What are you talking about? She showed me pictures of the garbage cans of the dead koi and said, Hoover said I killed them. This is what Ohio Fish Rescue does. And he did it to Marie, I think it was Marie Dean. I'm not sure. It was definitely Bambi McCluskey. It was Skylar for sure. It was, I forget, but there was like 8 people called me up and like, what's going on? And I'm like flabbergasted. I didn't kill these fish. This was Hoover, you know? And then he tried telling everybody this is what OFR does to fish and this and that. So, you know, at that point, I fucking hate you at this point. You fucking suck. You did wrong. You caused me all this problem. And now, after you went to sleep, you woke back up and you went back to sleep instead of listening to me. I asked you to take care of the fish. You killed them, and then you blame that on me? That motherfucker. I wanted to beat his ass. And I tell you what, to this day, if I see him, I might still smack him around a little bit.
I tell you, I mean, the horrible thing about it to me and his
No,
behavior,
you saw him in the morning.
No, I know, but the horrible thing about his behavior to me was that, I mean, the worst part of it, he had to have planned on publishing those pictures before he even accosted him out there in the street. He had no time to take those pictures.
He took the pictures, yeah.
He took those pictures pre-planned before.
Because I was like, look, Hoover, this is what you killed. This is you. This is you being selfish, wanting to sleep, and this is what happened.
No, he kept it going.
That motherfucker. I was so pissed. And then he blames it all on me and tries, you know, texting everybody and putting me on the hot seat that I'm the one that done it. Oh, man, I wanted to beat his ass. I can't even say that if I see him now, I won't. I can't even say that. I'm still hot over it. You know, he killed 65 fish, and then he turns it around that I killed all these fish, you know? I was so mad about that motherfucker.
Well, let's talk about something else. But damn it.
Yeah, get me all hyped and then change the subject.
But
You
dumb,
motherfucker.
all right, he's getting me in trouble here. But damn it, time. How's the fountain on the dog ball?
We got it a little bit more tuned in. Here's what we got to do. We decided that no matter with both, you know, holes running, that it's still not enough water. We can turn the pump up more. So what we're going to do is take silicone and put like a 1/4-inch lip from each corner into about 3 foot, because it's 4 foot wide now, and it's too wide. It doesn't make a solid sheer, you know, overflow. We're going to bring silicone in about a foot on each side, and we're going to put rocks there. Then the waterfall will only be 3 foot. Then it'll be a sheer cascading waterfall all the way across, you know.
I was watching it this morning with it on low flow, and it just kind of goes back and forth across. You know, it'll pour over here for a while, then it'll run and pour over.
Gives you something to watch.
Yeah.
No.
That's right.
Tyler says, slap that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like a foot shorter than me. And I never thought I had to because, he was telling me all these stories, how he got beat up in jail and all this stuff. And I've always felt sorry for him. I was Hoover's friend for like 25 years. I never let him live with me before. And then let him live here. Now I find out his selfishness is more important than the lives of fish, reptiles, or even us. He didn't care. All he wanted to do was go back to sleep. You can tell me, fuck you, I'm going back to sleep. And I would have stayed out there taking care of the fish. I've stayed up, 50, 60 hours in a row taking care of Tracy. I will do it again. But that SOB wanted sleep over. I mean, as soon as I walked away and said, thank God, Hoover, you're awake. Take care of this, do this, change this water, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing this. And I walked away. I went in and take care of Tracy. And then Jerry says, I walked out there, as you were saying, bye to Hoover, and he was supposed to take care of the fish. And then he said to me, what did he say to you?
He said he was going back to bed.
He said he's going back to bed. But see, at that point, why didn't you come in and tell me? I mean, it's a long time ago, I get it.
Well, I did, basically.
Yeah, 15
By
minutes
then-
later after the
No,
fish were dead.
By then, he was down. He'd already packed up his. No, yeah.
So anyways, the point was, as soon as I told him what to do, I walked in the house and I'm taking care of Tracy. I mean, I haven't been to bed yet. I worked the same 16 hours he did, and then I worked an 8-hour shift afterwards, and now I'm taking care of Tracy, and I'm asking him to take care of the fish for me. He walked away. As soon as I walked in the house, he told Jerry, I'm going to bed. And that was it, So, I mean, and that piece of shit turned around and tried telling everybody else, trying to make me look bad, trying to get a hold of everybody he knows and tell them that, look what Rich did. I mean, you piece of shit. Oh, my God, I hate that son of a bitch.
The reason you didn't get informed right away was because the day before that, I came down with COVID.
Oh, yeah, you were sick. I remember that, yeah.
Reaper and I were both down with COVID.
And Tyler says, okay, boys, no fighting. It's Friday. Let's love one another. We'll love everybody around except Hoover, okay?
Actually, I had to shut Hoover down that night.
What do you mean?
When we were doing that rescue with those koi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to threaten to hit him in the throat if he didn't get off my face.
Why? What happened?
Well, and he was bitching about me not moving.
You're fucking almost 80 years old.
When we were out there doing it, he was bitching at me. And I said, get out of my face. I told him a couple of times, and I said, I'm going to hit you right in the fucking throat.
Did you?
And then you stepped in and told him to get busy with his net.
It sounds like me.
But
I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Shit. Goddamn first thing you did when I moved in here, you tried to feed me to Hoover.
What do you mean?
Oh, just go follow Hoover around. He'll show you what to do. Fuck, all I did was listen to him bitch.
Okay.
There's a broom. Well, I know where it's supposed to be.
Well, see, the Hoover days is when I was cooking a lot here, and I'd be feeding him every day.
Oh, where did that go?
I love you, Jerry, but sometimes you're fucking cynical. You're just mean as shit.
He made some good French toast yesterday.
I made a French toast because I'm back on my diet now. I want to lose more weight. And I went back on my diet. I had a loaf of bread in the cabinet. And I'm like, okay, Jerry, I'm going to make you French toast. And he goes, oh, great. I go to make French toast, and then I have no butter in the fridge.
Yeah.
The fuck? I had
how
3
he goes about
sticks
making
of butter.
French toast. He goes up there to the cupboard and he says, oh, this bread's going to be bad if we don't use it. Jerry, you want some French toast?
Dude, there's nothing better than dry bread for French toast.
Yeah, right.
It works better.
But he wasn't doing it for Jerry. He was doing it to use up the stuff.
The bread's $1.98. I was doing it for you. I could throw that bread away and it's $2. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't moldy. It wasn't old. It was still soft.
And then I bitch at you about not making French toast out.
Then you would, yeah.
All right. God dang, I think his name's been mentioned more times
Right.
in the last
Rhonda
15 minutes.
Deleva says, I didn't know Hoover did all that stuff. That's so sad. Well, see, I didn't want to talk about it. I was so pissed off.
And it gets
I was just like, we do not mention his name around here. You know? This is like, what, 2 years later? Something like that?
over. That was right out. It was the second, third week I was here.
So you've been here almost 3 years
And
now.
I've been over 3 years.
Over 3 years? Okay.
Yeah.
That's how long, that's how mad I was at him.
3 years.
I mean, he killed 65 of my fish, and then he turns around and tries blaming me for it. And not only me, he tries running the OFR name into the ground by telling all these people, oh, look what OFR does to fish. Oh, my God. I wanted to beat his ass senseless.
Oh, and he was talking about it not being the first time and how much it was bad.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And to see, I've been there for 25 years for him and taking care of him and helping him, you know. He's never done nothing for me. I always did for him. And then I let him move in here, and he treats me like that. That's what I don't get. I don't know.
Oh, well, let's quit bitching about other people.
Summerlee says, we don't love the DIY douchebag either.
But in the time wants more bids from Reaper, I said, you got to talk to Reaper about that.
I'll tell you what, the
We can
DIY and the
tell.
Hoover are both as despicable people, terrible people.
Who's that? Oh,
She says, we don't love the DIY douchebag either.
oh no. I thought you said Reaper. Oh, no. Reapers are fine.
Yeah, Reaper's cool. And he's been my friend for 35 years. Don't rag on
No,
Reaper.
it's just I happened to mention that we need, about time said need more bids from Reaper. This time of year, we don't get a lot of rescues, man. I mean, the fish, what we need now is volunteers to clean up the driveway. God, that stuff's piles up.
Camel Dan with some words of wisdom. Rich, you need to stop using restraint and lay some people out and stop letting people move in with you. You know what? I've got that couple gone, and this couple's leaving on the 1st. And I even told Jerry,
Still to be seen.
there is nobody moving back in unless single female that doesn't smoke. And she wants to help with Tracy.
And I'm capable of helping with Tracy.
Right.
Because that's where the help's really needed.
Okay.
I can
Ken
help
Tommy
them
says,
every
I
time.
dislike Joe. Who's Joe?
What's in Joe?
Do we know Joe?
I don't know, no Joe.
Who's Joe that you dislike?
That's sad. We really don't need to diss on him. Actually, who was worse?
Sue-Ann says, Rich, can we move in? If you quit smoking, Sue-Ann, of course.
Oh, no. I honestly think Sue-Ann would be an exception.
I probably would have to make an exception for Sue-Ann.
Definitely.
Sue-Ann and Deb Charge. They're
Yeah.
fucking great people. Love those guys. They're one of my
Well, yeah,
lifelong friends now, and they don't even know it.
yeah. They're good people, good company when they're here.
Okay, here's a good question. Joanna Nella says, Rich, I thought Hubert was going back in the dog bone. Yes. Hubert's a lot smaller than Hubie. Is that his name? Hubie?
Herbie.
Herbie. He's a lot smaller than Herbie and is more suited to the dog bone. Plus, we use him to do the videos in the pool pond. So, of course, we wanted Hubert back in there. But Josh was like, Hubert's in with all these stingrays and he don't bite none of them. We can put Hubert in there for now and he can be in there. He's a lot bigger, which that's a smaller container for him, but it's bigger than our what is that called? Our sump. It's bigger than the sump he was in now. So that's cool. But eventually, yes, we want Hubert back into the dog bone. And Hubie, is that his name?
Herbie.
Herbie will go into the 2200 with all the
Just think of the love bug. Make that
Right.
connection.
Herbie the love bug,
Yeah. Right.
so
He's damn near big enough.
we'll put him in the 2200 and see if he gets along with all the rays. Hubert does. So we can put Hubert in the touch tank, plus use him for all the videos in the pool pond. So yeah, that's our plans.
Plus, Herbert's a little bit more social, a little smaller, can't do as much damage. And somebody made a comment about they shouldn't be handled. You're stressing them out. Man, Herbie's going nuts. Hubert is going nuts right now because he's not getting the attention he's used to.
He's used to a lot of attention. Yes.
Man, he loves it when people pay attention.
I mean, he'll come swimming up to you and you pet his back. He loves it. He'll sit there and let you pet his back.
If you get in the water with him, he will actually dance with you. He puts his front fins right in your hands like this and starts kicking. He's hilarious. If I could, I'd teach him how to play fetch.
Sebastian says, Rich, you forgot how Hoover tried to put Reaper under the bus and create a rip between you. Yeah, he did that.
He did that.
Yeah. Suann says, love you, Rich. Love you too, Suann.
Yeah, they were at each other's throats on this.
Lorenz says, how's Reaper doing? He's doing good. He's starting to do his videos more often now, and he's getting along fine. I bought him that trailer and he's paying his rent, and it's been like almost 2 years now. And he's got, I'd say, more than a third, less than a half paid off. So he'll have it, done sooner or later. He's doing good. $195 people watching, really? Let me look here. Huh. I hate that it don't show me how many people are on here.
201.
No shit. Oh, we got 2 more minutes till the Tracy update.
That's what it says on my top of my list.
Good deal. All right. Let me say something.
Nobody asked if Josh was making opinions.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me call Josh real quick.
Well, yeah,
I'll be damned if he already left.
probably.
I told him to stop in and say, hey.
That don't mean he did. Tell him we need an Aurora update. Baby J.
He's not answering.
No, I don't answer my phone either if I'm driving.
You want to take a walk out there and see if he's still here? Tell him to stop in and say goodbye. Everybody's waiting for him.
I'll relay the message.
Okay. 6:29. 1 more minute till the Tracy update. Suann says, put the number 63 on Herbie so we can tell them apart. That's hilarious. That's the number on Herbie the Love Bug. Anybody look it up. Look up the 1970s show, Herbie the Love Bug. Herbie Strikes Again. Herbie Rides Again. All great videos. Or movies. Summerlee says, too bad the people griping about Herbie being in the dog bone aren't hearing this. Yeah. Are you serious? Lauren says 195 people watching and only 3 likes. You people don't like us? You won't hit the like button? Are you serious? It's 5 degrees outside. Just got an update. Not the love bug, the love turtle, Bob Taylor says. MHRCKR. Don't know how to say that, but hey, fellas, love the channel. Love from Turkey. Thank you. Thank you. How are all the fish doing? Any new updates? They're all doing great. We've had nothing die lately. They're all doing great. Even with this cold streak, we've had a problem keeping the pool up to temperature. It's at 76. Usually it's 84. But because the ground's so cold all the way around it, it's hard to keep it up to temperature. What's the plans for the tank with the paddlefish, and when will they go in the pond? That's from Buddha Tim 8812. We're trying to grow them out as big as they can and wait till summer, because then we can put them straight into the pool or pond outside. Same thing with the sturgeon in there. And we are trying to hook up a live stream to the pond and to the predator pond inside. So 2 streams hooked up. I need its own computer and 2 cameras underwater, and then all that to be able to stream on Twitch a 24-hour live stream for both things. So that's what we're trying to do. What is the lowest temp a pool pond go before it gets dangerous? Are there any additional? Okay, here's the thing. The only fish in there that is a danger of dying if the temperature gets low is the arapaimas. There's none in there right now. But let's say we had a 10-foot arapaima in there. If the temperature reached 66 degrees, you will see an arapaima. Here's his nose, here's his tail. He will start dropping his tail and floating like this with his nose sticking out of the water at 66. They cannot handle colder temperatures than that. So we're 74, we're still good. But if we have the tank up to 85, they're going to eat a lot more and grow faster. You know what I'm saying? So we normally have the pool at 84, and we have the heater set at 84 at this moment. But because the ground around the whole pool is colder, the heater can't overcompensate. It's keeping it at 76 now for the last 3 days. So we're still okay. But an arapaima in there could not live below, once they reach 66, their tail drops. 65, they just go to sleep and die. So.
He's been gone for a while.
Oh, he's left?
Yeah.
He's gone?
Yeah.
I told him to stop in here and say hi before he left.
We are a rescue. We get stuff donated to us a lot. I knew that we had a set of magnets for every tank in the building, plus backups, plus some, but I never realized exactly how many we had until I walked out there. They put the background in the 4,000 gallon tank.
Magnets.
This thing is 17 feet long, and he's got it hammered up there with magnets all over the place.
It's holding the background up.
He's displaying his magnet collection.
I guess. We used every spare magnet we had.
I believe it.
Sebastian says, hey, big man, you had me there trying to balance on the rocks next to the dog. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was crazy.
I saw Josh do it, and he walked right across. So I'm like, I can do it. And I'm telling you, the rocks were wobbling, and I'm teetering on them. I'm like, oh. So I'm holding on to the tank. I'm like, I don't need to fall at my age. You know what I'm saying?
You know why that is?
Josh went across them so easily, though.
Your center of gravity has changed.
They have.
Your weight distribution is different. All right.
Melissa says, I was thinking about a pool pond for my 21-year-old iridescent shark. but there's no way I could have heated it enough for him these past weeks.
Oh no.
Yeah, you got to have it in the house. You got to have it, you know.
Iridescent shark. That you have to be in Florida, and I'd still call it close. They like warmer water.
Oh, I was right there at 6:29 saying the Tracy updates in
Yeah,
1 minute.
I know.
And I hear 6:36 and I forgot it.
That's how much you pay attention. I just said it a minute ago for Tracy.
Yeah. Okay, so 6:36 is the Tracy update, guys. All right, Tracy got sick this last week. We don't know what nurse, but somebody made her aspirate. In other words, she's laying down after she ate, or she's laying down during eating, and she coughed, and the food from her lungs got into, or food from her stomach got up, and she coughed, and it got into her lungs. That's what causes pneumonia every single time. So it's been like, I don't know, 4 years or something that Tracy hasn't been in the hospital. We've taken care of her here. So we don't know what nurse did it. And I'm not looking to blame people. All I know is it happened and we caught it. Her temperature started rising and her breathing rate went up higher. She was breathing like, and we can see that she's laboring breathing. So we check her temperature. She's got a hot temperature. So then we call the doctor, and Sarah Oberhauser, she gives us erythromycin. I go immediately up to the store. I get the erythromycin. I give it to Tracy. Her breathing comes back down the next day. She's doing better. Okay. Then later that afternoon, Tracy's breathing rate went up. It went back to 40. Now at 40, I have certain parameters. If her oxygen level goes below this amount, if her heart rate goes above this amount, if her oxygen, I mean, all these different parameters. Well, 40 is the breaking point for the breathing rate. That means she's labored and is in distress. Okay. And at 40, it's this. It's like she just got done running a marathon. And nobody can keep that up for 2 or 3 days in a row. Okay. She had pneumonia. The doctor gave us medication and it worked for the first day, but then the second day it went way sour. We called when she was 45 breaths per minute, 911. By the time they got here, she was up to 60 breaths per minute and breathing like, you know, and it would have weared her down. So she needed an IV antibiotic immediately. We can't do that in home house, nursing. So she got taken to Medina, Cleveland Clinic, and they put her on an IV, antibiotic, and got her stable and back down. And she had to stay in the hospital for 4 days. The third day, they were like, okay, we're going to move her out of ICU and we're going to put her into a normal room. Okay, great. She got put in the normal room and I called them doctors and they're like, yeah, she's ready to go home, this and that. So after that, it was like, I don't know, 18 hours after she got put there, they set up the whole thing to bring Tracy home. And she was doing great again, So anyways, she comes home and the ambulance drivers that brought her here were like, I know you from somewhere. And I'm like, well, I run a fish restaurant, Big Rich Price, on the internet. That's where I know you from. So I had to take the ambulance drivers all the way back to the fish room and show them around and all this. They were loving life, So then they left, and I took care of Tracy, and the nurses showed up, and I think Marion was the first one to take care of her, and she done great. And then Latrice was the next day, and she done great for Latrice. And then I was talking to Tracy, or I'm sorry, to Latrice today, and I come out there and I start talking to this and that, and Latrice goes, she's staring at you, and I look over and she's dead on me, looking me right in my eyes. I'm like, oh, honey, I love you. I've missed you so much. You know, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You have, you know, 3 grandkids now. You have 2 girls. And I know for a fact you're going to make me buy everything in the Walmart aisle for girls. You know, it's okay, baby. Just communicate with me. Talk to me. Let me know. I will buy you whatever you want, you know? And I kissed her on her cheek. I kissed her on her forehead. I am so happy that my little baby's back. I mean, I felt, okay, when she first left, I felt relieved. I've got no responsibilities. You know, I own my house. I own all my properties. I own my cars. I don't have no bills, basically, other than household bills. So I don't feel like I've got responsibilities. But then, you know, Tracy left, and the first couple of days, I'm like, I can sleep till whenever I want. That don't seem legal. It seems wrong, you know? And then by the time she's coming back, now I'm cranky and don't want to get up and this and that. Now that she's back, now I know why I did it for the last 4.5 years. I just get up. I don't argue it. I don't say I don't want to. I just, oh, the alarm's going off. Okay, I got to go, you know, and I get up and go. And that's because of how, you know, Tracy is such a sweetheart. She is such a sweetheart. I mean, I hate telling people that we got divorced in 95 because of something she did. I hate that because she's such a good person now, you know. Love her to death. She's such a sweetheart. So, you know, I don't want to make anything bad on her name at this point. I love her to death. And, you know, I wish she can come back to me because she deserves to know her granddaughters because all she wanted was a daughter. And I gave her 3 boys. Like a man, you know. I'm like, yeah, that was a boy. You know what I'm saying? I gave her 3 boys, and that was that. And, you know, she never had the daughter she wanted. And, you know, now that she has granddaughters, oh my God, I would love to see you pampering them, buying them all the Barbies in the aisle at Walmart, you know, all that. I would love that. So she came back, and she's been doing so great since. She's doing so good, you know, and she's very alert. She's very on the ball, you know. So I hope you guys like that Tracy update.
Yeah, with all the times her name's been mentioned in the last.
Yeah, you guys should be
minutes,
drunk as shit by now.
Yeah.
I mentioned Tracy like 80
Everybody's-
times.
Everybody's wasted. There's another-
Tracy is the drinking word, guys. Come on now. Catch up. Catch up. See, that's my thing. Mark Bridge says, I'm sure Tracy knows how much you love her. I'm so fearful that she's going to wake up and not remember nothing, you know?
Probably.
And it's been 5 years of me taking care of her, you know? So it's just, I want her to remember this and, you know, wake up and be like, I heard you, honey. I heard how many times you told me you love me. I heard how many times you were taking care of me. I heard it, you know? I want that to be, you know, something. There you go, Jerry.
All right. We got a special gift here. Equal-Star. I like the name. $50. Says give one of those little tanks from today's video.
Oh, that's amazing. Equal-Star,
brother.
737. Thank you. That's amazing.
Oh,
You know, somebody else had mentioned we should donate them to schools. And I'm thinking, that is an amazing idea. That's what I should do. Because I give out the little ones to the kids that are here. And then, you know, the bigger ones I try and make, you know, $20 off. But if you sell a JBJ Nano tank that's a 20-gallon, that's $460 in the store. And I sell it for like, you know, $40. The rest you get some money and then somebody's happy.
Yeah,
you know?
You're talking about a complete setup, too.
Well, that's what I've done. I put a heater in everyone. I put a light on everyone. I put a power head in everyone.
Yeah.
And then I've added biomaterial to every filter.
Yeah.
There's a couple I'm still missing, but I've pretty much done that. You know,
I got my eyes open for a couple of those little 50-watt heaters. I'll find them.
Matthew says you'll see when she's going to wake up.
Yeah,
So
I'm sorry
anyways,
to tell you, although, man, that's the you're going. I got all these tanks, and you're pointing to the one that's got all my plants and stuff in it. I'm going, yeah, the tank's gone, but not my plants. There's
Jerry's like, I'm going to hold on to my plants.
yeah, well, there's about 200.
I'm just saying,
worth of
there's
escaping.
15 tanks up there in the front dining room
Yeah.
that I don't need.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to keep the JBJ Nano 20 gallon, the biggest one. And I don't even care about the tall, octagon tanks or the square tank that's tall.
No, they're satellite tanks. They work great if they're set up right. One on each side of of 150
Yeah,
gallon.
but what fish do you put in them that, can
if
thrive?
you're using the 150 gallon for surface
No, they're
area,
30 and 25 gallon or something like that, or
no,
50
I'm
and
talking
25
about
gallon.
putting one on each side of 150 gallon and running a circular.
Oh, so
Using
it's the same water as the
satellite
other tank.
tank,
Yeah,
right.
I got
And
you.
then you can put 1,000,000 neons in there.
Yeah.
And that looks spectacular. I've seen it done. But they're not meant to stand alone.
Bob says, Jerry, you got to fix your microphone. He has no microphone. We have one microphone in the middle that catches us both.
Yeah, my voice don't carry well, and you'll notice on the videos outside. Of course, once in a while, Rich's microphone will pick me up from 12 feet away, and it won't pick up him. But it's just a matter of, I don't know if it's directionality or my voice or what. There we go, kicking B. I like it.
Any
Listen
of
to
you
Jerry,
guys
he's
want
right.
what? No, Jerry's never right. You
He
stop.
said, listen to Jerry, he's right.
I'm gonna call your kids and say, how do you deal with this guy?
Experience. My children are beautiful.
Yeah, they're good kids. So, anyways, here's the thing. You guys all seem interested in them little tanks. I can't use any of them little tanks. You know what I'm saying? So I know they're expensive. The all-in-one that has a built-in filtration in the back and all that.
Yeah.
I know they're expensive. So I'll sell them cheap. But you guys all seem so interested. I'm more than willing. I can't ship them because they'll probably break in shipping.
Well, it's not just that, it's the shipping alone. It's not the cost of the shipping, it's the room and headache. We don't have the time or the facilities to ship this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Fish or hard goods. We just don't have the room and the time. We'd have to have a whole nother moderator just to handle shipping. And we're already thinking about having a moderator for, have somebody step in to help out with some of the technical shit and filming around here. I'm no good at it. Huber out there is better videographer than I am. Put the harness on him and GoPro.
James McNally says Jerry's children can't deal with him. That's why he lives with you.
That's partly true. My oldest son and I are living in the same house. We were at each other's throat pretty hard by the time I.
You know what? I'm going to say this. Me and you get into little tips here and there.
Sure.
But you know what? It's not a problem. It's not an aggravation. It's not a, Jesus Christ, Jerry's doing this shit again. You know what I'm saying?
I hope not.
No, seriously. I don't feel like you're a problem being here at all.
Oh, I make a joke about everything's Jerry's problem and Jerry's the one who always gets the floor wet. But I'm part of the joke along with you.
Yeah.
It's just, go ahead, blame it on Jerry. I didn't say it was your fault, but I am going to blame you. Stephen
Machin says, move the mic closer to Katharine Hepburn.
Am I in drag or something?
She had that voice you couldn't really hear, That's hilarious. Lorenzo says, can you give a tank as a bingo prize? Yes, we can, of course.
Well, we can do all kinds of things like that. I have a problem with them little tanks, personally.
Why?
I don't think children should have them. I don't think
Well,
anybody
no.
with an
The mini
experience.
tanks I give out to children because what are they going to get us? $10, $15?
No,
But it
yeah,
gets the kids into the next volume.
yeah.
And I do understand.
There's no
I
room
know
for
your.
mistakes.
I know your theory here that they're going to kill fish. That's how you get into the hobby.
That's how you
know?
get out of the hobby.
Well,
The kid's going to kill his fish. Then they buy them betas. It's already dead before you get it. The
no,
thing's
they're dead
already
after you get it.
Yeah, but they're already grown and colored out by the time you get them. You know, but I mean, there's just no room. Anything less than 10 gallons, man, there's just no room for mistakes. You got to know what you're doing and have the system set up right.
Okay, Sethro50 says, I'm going to hop off here. Last call. Wish Cass a happy 10th birthday. Keep up the videos and the mission. Woo-woo.
Happy 10th birthday.
Whoever Cass is, happy 10th birthday for sure. Mandy Davis says, Rich and Jerry are great duos every Friday.
Yeah, except for
I don't even like Jerry.
We constantly try to talk over each other. Tracy, everybody.
Tracy! Whoops World says, what? Then why are you calling me 3 times a week bitching about Jerry and all the crap he does? Whipsword, I don't call you at all. I never call you at all bitching about Jerry. Stop causing problems, mister.
Drama queen. I already owe Whip a couple.
Nickleby says, Jerry is the problem. Jerry is the solution.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's pretty...
Yeah, well, don't take anything personal, especially the good stuff.
Bob, the producer, says, who else is going to flood the floor and if you don't have Jerry? Or clean the floors if we don't have Jerry?
I don't want to talk about that one.
You clean the floors.
The last couple of floods were on you. Thank you.
I was building that 4-inch pipe.
It made me feel good.
Okay.
I stand there and smile.
I'll give you that.
It ain't me, babe. It ain't me.
Oh, shit.
It ain't me you're looking for.
You know what, Jerry? You're a motherfucker. I'm just saying.
Andrea Sampson sends in $5. It's been a while. I have some money to help feed Rio.
Oh, yeah, she brought Rio over.
Oh, yeah, okay. Joy for all the work he does to rescue. I said thank you.
Yeah, he's in the 1,800-gallon community tank, and she gets to see him every couple of days when we show that tank. She gets to see her boy, Rio, that grew up so big, and
which one is it?
The flagtail that is like...
oh, the big flagtail.
It's a big flagtail, but there's like 4 in that tank. But I think his is the one that has the oddball tail other than the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, he's like perfectly shaped.
Hey, there's a few lifers here.
Oh, yeah. Rio's a lifer here. Yeah. And then Audra can keep watching him.
Oh, wow, there's a few of them. Freddie, Rio.
We take care of a lot of things.
I don't know what they used to call that red doveye, but I've been calling them Mo. And I'm sure Mo don't mind.
Mo don't have no clue.
Oh, he's the owner, or was the owner. All I knew for sure was that it was Mo's fish.
Mark Bridge says, can you tell my wife, Julie, I love her more? Julie, as long as you don't look at his fish room, he loves you more.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't make him stop looking at his fish room because then you will become second. Trust me. Can you see that? I'm sitting here taking care of fish in the fish tank, and the wife comes in. Do you love me? Yeah, I love you. Just leave me alone. I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? Bellstar says, Julie, he loves you more. You know what? When it comes down to brass tacks, of course, your man's going to love you more than his fish. But fish are important, It's who that person is. They want to care for something. They want to show off what they got. They want this and that. But if it comes down to brass tacks, of course he's going to love you more.
I'd never stopped my ex-wife from being jealous of the fish or jealous of my guitar.
Well, then she just didn't love you.
Well,
She
yeah,
wanted a
yeah.
certain thing from you, and you weren't giving it.
No, well, no bad blood between me and my ex. It's we're better friends now than we ever were.
Oh, speaking
But
of that,
there was some resentment and some problems back during the relationship, and we both admit it.
well, you remember, I told Skylar she had to leave because,
Oh,
yeah,
excuse me.
she had to leave because you can't treat me this bad and stay living here for free. I was like, either you treat me better or you leave. And she chose to leave, right? And I haven't said nothing bad about her in weeks. The last 3 days, she's been talking to me. And she's been texting me, and everything's been great. Until today.
Back to them, I already heard the story.
Until today. She's been so mean. I mean, I haven't talked to her brother in like 2 months. And he calls me today after I talked to her. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, she's being so fucking mean, evil, just so bad, you know. So her brother calls me. He goes, I haven't been around because my mom's got cancer now, and you know, me coming over there causes a problem between you and Skylar. So I haven't come around because of that. I'm like, dude, there's no problem. You know, it's all good. And I tell him that she called me and has talked to me for the last 3 days, and it was great and nice, and everything was nice, and our whole relationship was back, you know, nice. And then today she flip-flopped on me, and here's the thing. When she was living here, you know, I was going four-wheeler riding, and, you know, if she wanted to go, she had to ride in the back of mine. She wanted her own four-wheeler. So I told her, I'm like, you know what? I'll buy a junk four-wheeler, and me and you will fix it together, and we'll work on it together. So that's what we did. I spent $500. I got a four-wheeler, and it was running, but you know, it could need new tires, it needed a new seat, you know, and all this. And we bought parts for it and made it better and sold it for like $850, and then used that money to buy her next four-wheeler. And you know, we got the next one, and you know, we sold that one for like $1,200, and then we bought the next one. And you know, it was just like, you know, I'm teaching her how to be thrifty, and I'm teaching her how to, you know, I don't know, work on things and fix things and make it better, buy low, sell high. I'm teaching her the whole thing. And you know, at the point when I told her, you can't treat me like this, you either have to move out or you have to treat me nicer. And she chose to move out. Well, the four-wheeler was here, and I told her for like 6 months, get this thing the fuck out of here. I'm tired of it sitting at my house. It's taking up space, you know, blah, blah, blah. She never took it. And then I told her, I'm going to put it onto your boat trailer, and you can take your boat trailer and your four-wheeler and go, you know. And she got mad at me. She didn't want it up on the boat trailer for some reason, and I put it on the boat trailer.
They
Now,
flew on there perfectly too.
if her brother came over or she came over, she could take it and go home with it. You know, I'm not taking care of you anymore. You're not living in my house. I don't need this crap sitting here in my driveway. And she got mad about it. And, you know, I put the four-wheeler up on her boat trailer, and she's like, I spent this money on this boat trailer, and you're fucking it up, you know, this and that, and you're causing the boat trailer to get ruined. I'm like, it's a metal boat trailer. It's made to hold a jet ski or a boat. It's not going to fall apart holding a four-wheeler. So I put the four-wheeler on there, and the tires were sitting down between. It was sitting on its frame, and she could take it home. She never did. So I ended up, you know, she called me one time, and she goes, I've got somebody interested in it. It's going to sell. I'm like, okay. Well, they paid me through Cash App, and we sold it. And next thing you know, she never said nothing to me about the money or anything like that. I put it back into my bank account, which is what I did for every. I bought her, I think it was 4 different 4-wheelers that we upgraded it and bought from the money that I bought her the first one. And then money's back in my account, and she don't live here no more, you know, and she's treating me like shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? As far as I'm concerned, I got my money back out of the investment, and it's sitting there. I'm not her man. I'm not her boyfriend. I'm not her, you know, whatever. She chose to move out instead of treating me nicer. So I've got my money back. And now today she went off on me. You promised me that was my 4-wheeler. You said it was a gift. You said blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? This was a year ago. A year ago. You never asked me for the money. I never told you, no, you can't have the money. I, in fact, told her that as friends, we can still buy the next 4-wheeler and keep on upgrading. She.
Well, Whip's in rare form tonight. Top chat. He knows where to hit you.
Fuck you, Whip.
Gotcha.
You know, since drama begins drama, can we talk about how cluttered your counters are? We need to address your clutter and what you're going to do about it. Fuck you, Whip. My counters are absolutely clean. My kitchen is clean, and all these utensils are clean. But, you know, the whole point was I tried, you know, fixing things with Skylar, and she went off on me that I'm screwing her over. I'm taking what I promised her was her gift. You know, and I'm like, I gave you a chance to stay here. You chose to not treat me good and leave. I told you can't live here if you keep treating me this bad. So now, as somebody that you treat bad, am I supposed to keep on buying you a 4-wheeler? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, it's different when you treat somebody like shit.
Nurse is here.
Oh, is she? Oh, hi. How you doing, Beatrice? Tracy's doing good. She's got a catheter, so you don't got to change her at all. You just got to, you know, if the bag's full, empty it. Okay.
I hope she's familiar with what a catheter is. We're in trouble if she isn't.
Boyle Lucky says, Rich, I'm going to send you a tutorial on how to block someone toxic.
Post them. They no longer exist.
Melissa said she should have come and got it if it was such a big deal to her. Exactly. For like 6 months, it sat here, and I told her, come get this damn thing. And then the last 2 months, I put it on top of her boat trailer, which I'm storing on the side of my house, and it's still here. And she got pissed off at me that I'm ruining her boat trailer. I'm like, look, just take your shit home, you know? Loren says, Whip is right, Rich. Clean up. Whip is coming to help you. Gray Guy says, sorry, this would be a way better show with less Skylar. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to keep you updated on what's happened lately, you know?
Well, Suran said I thought that was a swear jar topic.
Audra Simpson says, Rich, you were way too nice to that girl from day one. Yeah. But you know what? How can you be such an asshole, such a dramatic person, and think the world owes you something? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand her. Gray Guy, Lawrence Cota says, less Skylar, less Hoover, less Kathy, more Will Star and Bigfoot. Well, Will Star is out of the picture. He had to take over watching his grandkids, so now he's raising his grandkids. He doesn't do videos no more. He's not over here no more. He's not. No, he's a full-time grandpa now. So Will Star's out of the picture. Bell Star says, no offense, but I quit watching when she was on the show. A lot of people saw how badly she treated me, you know, and she don't get it to this day.
I didn't watch the show either.
You shut your mouth. You were on the show.
I didn't watch it when she was on here. I even told you I refused to watch the Skyler show.
James McNally says, let the grief out, Big Bridge. I'm all right. I'm good. Mud Warrior says, hey, everybody having a bad day. Glad to be hanging out with you guys. Way better now. Here's to you. Drink up. Thank you.
Thanks for listening for our non-complacent bitching.
Woods World says, Lorenz, don't be volunteering me what to do. You're not my dad. That's funny. Oil Lucky says, let's get off this topic. What's the ETA on the other Pima and the glass for the 4000? The glass for the 4000 is sometime this week. The other Arapaima, sometime this week.
It's winter. And you got to do it when the weather allows, especially with something like that.
Equal Euster says, it sounds like she regrets ending the relationship the way she did, and it's projecting on you. Okay, whatever. Bellstar says, you're such a great group of people. I can't imagine not just loving the heck out of your company. Aw, thank you, Bellstar. Audrey Sampson says, I knew something was off with her in the early videos, and she was very problematic. And in the comment section, as well as people's comments about her, I was glad when she disappeared. Aw. You are like making Jerry so happy. Tyler Curtis says, how's Jerry and Rich doing? I haven't heard much. My kids are going insane because they are cooped up in the house and now get to pay, and now I get to pay for it. They are nuts. My 3 feels like 6 sometimes. Wow.
Thanks for taking a hit for me, Axel. Tracy, everybody.
Mimi says, please just give it to God and let it go, Team Tracy. Okay, whatever that means. X-Con says, took a hit for you, Jerry.
That's what I said. Thanks.
Monster Fishing left a bunch of laughing emojis. Oil Lucky says, this week is going to be jamming for you if that's the case. Bellstar. Oh, it jumped. Bellstar says, everything looks so awesome and all the projects are coming along so freaking great. Thank you for all your hard work. Oh, thank you, Bellstar. Melissa F says, Tyler, my dog is going insane too. Feel bad for the kids though. Mimi says, manipulative drama queen.
I agree with Camel Dan. I'll be glad when we stop talking about it.
There's to you, Camel Dan. Well, you know, people were asking about her, so I'm just letting you know what's going on. Yeah. I didn't talk to her for 3 months, and now I start talking to her and start being nice, and then she becomes this way again.
Oh, can't answer to that, man. She's a ghost. She don't answer anymore. I don't even know she doesn't exist.
Mimi says it means just forget about Skylar. Manny Davis says, Rich, my partner Richard is 100% better with his leg, waking a lot better, or I'm sure it means walking a lot better. He's watching you now, Rich. Well, here you go, Mandy and
hey, Best Bud's family, you're a week late. Banana was last week's joke.
Suanne says, you don't have to answer them. I don't know what she's talking about, but there's to you, Suanne. Thank you for caring so much. I love when Suanne visits, you know, we get somebody else to cook. When you guys visiting again?
It's not somebody else to cook, it's somebody that actually cooks.
Raheem just says Skyler. What the hell does that mean?
It's a cuss word. The other one in the jar.
How's Josh's feet? Camel Dan says.
Attached to his legs.
Sorta. There's some metal involved. There's some, surgery involved.
Let's put it this way. It's not just because I'm old, but even at his age, I wouldn't be doing what he's doing with those legs.
Oh,
and
dude, did you
ankles the
see
way
today's
they are.
video where I walked on them rocks that Josh walked on?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I was like nervous, and then he walked right across them like nothing.
He's going to get himself in trouble. I know.
And then I was on the rocks like nervous. I ended up stepping back into the pool and staying in the pool, getting my whole crotch up to my belly button wet, and fixing the waterfall.
You're going to blame that on the rocks?
Yeah, they were wobbly. There was no.
You were on the other side of the tank, standing on the concrete when you fell in.
Oh, they don't even know about the falling in part.
Oh, did I throw you under the bus again?
You threw me under the bus. Fuck you, Jerry.
I knew I'd get that in there, Sarah. Oh, we got it equal. $10. What's his full name there? I missed it.
Equals something. Let me go to it.
Anyway.
Oh, here, no, I can do
it
that.
What's your name anyway?
There you go. Equal star.
Equal star.
$7.37.
$10. Now I can't read what he's doing. You got me all messed up.
I'm doing it. There you go.
Tracy 2026 is going to be great. Your videos are a great start to my day.
I love that we can be a start of somebody else's day, that we can be a part of somebody else's life that is positive. I love that. I love that.
It's always morning somewhere. Wow.
Well, Lucky says you were crazy for walking on them rocks.
Yeah.
For a swim. I thought you were going for a swim for sure. I ended up walking off of them because they were too wobbly. And, I'm 62. I don't need a fall,
He's trying to walk past him, but he went for a swim anyway.
I did. And it didn't show on the video, but I showed Jerry, and he laughed his fucking ass off.
It's going to be in the next video. Put us back on the screen there. Yep, sorry, damn it, Jerry.
Oh shit! Barb Stevens says Skylar equals the plague, like COVID.
Oh man,
oh, Jerry's right there with you. He believes that 100%.
It's not a matter of hate. You got to care in the first place before you can hate. I don't give a shit. She's a ghost. She doesn't exist. She's not a factor in my life anymore. Thank you.
The vet says, "What's up with that turtle in the tub next to the sump?" He's already. Where did we put him today?
Put him in the sump.
He's in the sump now. He has rehealed. We put him in the 3,000-gallon tank, and he got up and fell over, and then landed on the ground and cracked his shell.
He climbed out.
Right. So we've had him dry docked for a few months now, and putting what's that red stuff we put on him?
Mercurochrome.
Not mercurochrome.
No, iodine.
Iodine. We've been putting iodine on him, killing all bacteria and letting his shell grow back. Well, it grew back, and now he's in the sump. And the turtle that was in the sump is now into the dog bone tank. So, he's doing great. Mandy Davis says, "I'm 61 in April, Rich. I'm 62. I was born in 1963. In September, I will be 63.
Yes.
Campbell Dan says, "Preach, Jerry, preach."
Yes, Summerley. His name is Godzilla.
Yeah, that was Godzilla that cracked his shell. Yes.
And he's called Godzilla for a good reason. I put him up against any snapper. That guy can do an awful lot of damage in a very short period of time.
He's
In between
solid.
his claws and his mouth. Whoa.
You know what? I
Betadine.
think the
Was
best
that betadine or iodine?
betadine. Iodine could have been one or the other.
Yeah, either or.
But here's the thing. I think the best, comment of the night was Skylar is like a disease.
Oh, well.
I like that. Yeah, betadine or betadine.
Alligator snapper is actually less vicious than a regular snapper. Alligator snappers are ambush
Regular
hunters.
snappers are sons of bitches.
Regular snappers are dedicated hunters.
Yeah.
I seen a video one day. There's one out on YouTube with a snapper eating a porcupine.
Dude, I drove
that is
a
horrible.
regular snapper to Chicago for Greg Woodstock, and during the video, during the drive, I'm sitting up front and I got a bag of hats and t-shirts and stuff to give out when I'm there, Ohio Fish Rescue swag. And I'm sitting there and I feel something cold on my leg. And I look down and there's this snapping turtle.
Yeah.
His face is on my leg. I'm like, oh shit, So I grabbed the bag off the floor and I put it up to his face and he started doing this. He was just attacking this bag. And I'm like moving away. And I'm over here by the door and he's attacking the bag, right?
Yeah.
He got out during the drive and I was like scared to death because I know how their turtles are. And he started attacking that bag and I'm just thinking that could have been my leg, And I just had his cold head on my leg. He's just laid there looking at me. And I'm like, oh shit, As soon as I put the bag near him, he starts attacking the bag. So I move out from under him, and we're on the highway now doing 70. My ass is up against the driver's passenger door, I'm like, whoa, So I get to Greg Woodstock's place, and I'm like, this motherfucker got out of his cage. He come up and tried biting me, and Greg reaches in and grabs him. Oh, I love this turtle. He's yours.
I got this. When my youngest son was a toddler, we were renting a house over about 100 yards from a creek, and I had a big round, not a fancy pool, but a pool in the backyard with a bunch of pseudotrophius in it. And we were finding these little baby turtles, some painted shit turtles,
Okay.
laying around because we weren't that far from the creek. And my son comes up in the front where I'm sitting out in front of the house, and he says, Dad, there's turtles in the backyard. I go, yeah, I know. So I get up and go back there, and there was about a 10-inch snapper, and my toddler, my youngest son, is right there in front of him like this. About that far away, face to face,
no.
with a 10-inch snapping turtle.
Oh, no.
I everything I could do to stay calm.
Did you grab by his shoulder and yank him out of there?
No. I walked over there very peaceful. I didn't want him to jump. And I don't want him to be scared of it. The fear.
Well, he should be.
No. Fear is wrong.
How do you
Respect.
figure?
You don't fear it, you respect.
Fear is respect.
No, fear is not respect. Fear is almost a disease, man. No.
If I fear something, I respect the shit out of it.
No,
I don't go near it.
You don't fear it. If you fear it, the fear alone will do damage.
Okay, I can get with that. I can get with that.
Okay. No, you teach respect, not fear. Respect the fire, don't fear it. There'd be a lot less insanity in the world if people lived that way. Especially fear.
So it says, Rich, you should let Jerry do a video series, maybe one story every other. I let Jerry talk all the stories he wants, all the time.
And nobody will understand a damn bit of it.
Hey, you shut up, old man. They understand. Like I understood you. You know what I'm saying? I say, I'm going to stay away from that turtle because he's a scary son of a bitch. And you're like, you know, fear doesn't work. You need to respect him.
Yeah.
So I end up listening to you. You know what I'm saying? And still, they're real close though. Fear and respect. You know what I'm saying? It's real close.
Unfortunately. But what's that one movie that doesn't speak any English? It's about the Mayan and about their teachings. And he didn't,
tell
you know, where he said, "You see that? Those people leave that's what fear will do." You know, fear is they treated fear as a disease, as a sickness,
Okay.
rather than as a, you know, whereas in white man's culture, excuse me, in European culture, whatever you want to call it, you were, you know, you fear this. That's why you don't, you know, I'm afraid I'm going to get my ass kicked, so I don't do this. No, I respect the people enough not to want to do it in the first place.
But I can't say that because I want to kick Hoover's ass.
That was mutual. I mean, he called out himself.
Yeah, he caused that himself.
That's not. We back to using the cuss jar again.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
You're all right, Jerry.
You've got
You're
that 5-gallon glass jug for donations, man.
I tell you what, since Skylar has left, that jug has filled up. It's to the top. I'm stuffing money down in there.
Well, she's not going like that.
Right. I you know, you said that all along, and I was like, no, I never thought she would do that to me. But she was getting into my extra jar of money. I kept filling it up, and it kept on not being full.
Oh, I told you about it. That one time she asked me to give her a ride. You know, and I told her no. I said I didn't want nothing to do with it because every time there's always a game. Well, we'll stop you. It's always you pay for it. Anytime you deal with her, you're going to pay for it. Okay. That's why I ghosted her. But I told her, yeah, okay. She wants me to stop for vape. Says, no, I'm going back home. And she says, oh, I'll buy you a vape. I says, okay. And she bought me a vape with her own money. But then I get home and I find out she didn't have no money. You said,
she was
well,
taking out of my vacation
she bought you
money.
the vape out of your money. I said, no, she didn't have your money either. She didn't put it on your card. She had cash in her own pocket.
Yeah.
That she bought me a vape.
She was taking out of my vacation money.
I just made damn sure anytime she was around me, I wasn't paying for it.
All right. Richard Jones says, my partner has not been herself all week. Could you give her a mention as she thinks that you and Jerry are brilliant and makes her day when she watches you?
Well, where is she? How come she's not watching?
Yeah, what's her name, Richard? We can't give her a mention if we don't know her name. Here's to Richard's old lady. How about that?
That's the best we can do at the moment, man. But I tried not to get too.
Oh my God! OBG Foster said Big Rich was afraid for Little Rich because I had that snapping turtle. That's funny as shit. Vasquez family says, I won a couple of things from giveaways and she never said anything. All good.
She never did. I didn't know about that one. She didn't send those things out.
What are you talking about?
You guys, you know, the next person that does this, we send them this keychain or something. You guys were doing that for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. She never sent any of that stuff out.
Is that what you're talking about, Vasquez family?
I won a couple of things from giveaways. She never sent anything.
I'm sorry. Tell me what you want and I'll send it to you. I'm sorry.
If Rich don't use that clear tube pretty soon, I'm going to make an aquarium out of it.
Clear tube?
That clear tube that Vasquez sent you for doing.
You
site
leave my
number
clear
five.
tube alone.
No,
Summer's coming. I'm making a big, rock
I'm gonna put a cap
under
on
gravel
each. I'm
filter.
gonna put a cap on each end of it.
You can
install-
suck my ass,
I'm gonna
Jerry.
install a bubbler in there and put a handle on it, and I can
Fuck
go.
Jerry.
I'm gonna take my fish for a walk.
Ah. Oh shit.
Oh, her name is Mandy Davis. Richard Jones says. So Mandy, shout out to you. Thank you for being a good fan.
Vasquez family says a week vacation to my house. That's I've never auctioned that off.
And
You're more than welcome to come here and stay the
No.
weekend, though. Oh, that's funny.
might as well go for the gusto.
Right. Jerry is OFR's Yoda without the
Oh, no.
distinctive wisdom and Grand Master of the OFR order.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody listens to him even though he don't know what he's talking about. How about that? No, Jerry's very knowledgeable. And if you don't listen to your elders, you're just dumb, because people have been through more than you've been through, and then they have a life story to tell you, and you should listen to the elders
Well,
with respect. You know what I'm saying?
everything has a story. That's just life. You know, but
The Whips world. You motherfucking liar. He goes, I won a giveaway where she said I'd get a 2,000 gallon tank, but I'm still waiting. Fuck off, Whips world. That's some
Oh.
bullshit right there.
Whip's shining tonight, man.
Yeah, he is. He's on a big one.
Somebody greased him up.
Camel Dan says, if you decide to stay there, Jerry needs bacon, eggs, sausage, and pancakes every day.
Camel Dan knows me too well.
James McNally says, where do you go on vacation, Big Rich? This is my vacation every Friday night. I can't leave. I am here with you people. This is my day out. This is my bar time. This is my hanging with my friends time. This is every Friday night, I get to hang with my friends.
Joey Boy says, I like turtles. Oh, my sister loves turtles, man. I took a picture of every turtle that we have and sent them to her on YouTube on a big thing. She loves turtles.
Bob Taylor says, I got my autographed OFR pen. Wow, my chair is too far back. I can't even lean back. Barb Seven says, Tracy, drink up, fellas. Here's to you.
Yeah, Daisy.
Oh, shit. Summer Lee says, I'm jealous, Bob. What did Bob say?
He said, cool dude, turtles in my life. I wonder if Matt's online tonight.
Oh, no. Tell you what,
You say turtles.
I'm on my third drink now.
You say
There's
turtles.
two empty.
You say turtles and Matt's ears get points like Spock. Oh, yeah? Like radar.
Bill Star says, how big is that Fly River turtle?
60 pounds.
The peak of their largeness, do they get bigger? I'm sure they can get bigger. We can't have the biggest one on the planet, but he's so old and he's so big. He's so huge. I've never seen a Fly River bigger than that.
I was shocked to see. I thought Hubert was big.
Hubert is nowhere near as big as Hubie. Or
Yeah, no,
Herbert.
No.
Herbert. See, I remembered the Volkswagen. The
Herbie.
Herbie, yeah.
Yeah. That's with turtles. It's impossible to tell how old they are. Almost impossible.
Mandy Davis says it's great that Tracy's home with you, Rich. Aw, thank you, Mandy.
I mean,
I
there's
appreciate it.
supposedly there's a way you can tell, but they have to be dead to be able to tell. Count by the ring bone, the bone rings in their anatomy. I can't remember what it's called, the Latin for it.
Belsar is so sweet. She's so nice. You know, I would love a woman that would want to move in here and, you know, like be married, but still.
Have you actually met her? She been here?
No, I've never met her.
Oh, okay.
But she's always been sweet. I would love a woman that would move in here and then take over being, you know, the wife of the castle. And then when Tracy wakes up, you know, she's the main wife, and I got a second wife. You know,
Yeah.
that would be
Campbell Dan
awesome.
knows how to answer the impossible questions.
What's that?
Ask the impossible questions. Excuse me. It's unanswerable. What's the oldest fish here? There is absolutely no way to tell.
No. I can answer that. It's Jerry. He's the oldest fish here.
I'm sorry. Well, if you're counting turtles, it's entirely possible that some of them are older than I am. But
The whole star says, "Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm a great cook and help with Tracy and take care of you, sir." Aw, thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, that's why you don't have us on screen.
What?
Oh, we're not up there. You got us on half the.
Changing Alex says, "Become a Mormon, Rich. I
No.
just need, you know, multiple wives. That's all. One to take care of the main wife, one to help take care of me, one to take care of like the dishes around here. Bill Star says, "I'm totally down to be a sister wife." You are funny. That's amazing. You know, here's the thing. I am not delusional. I know if Tracy comes back at all and she has a little bit of speaking thing, she's going to be like a child, has to relearn language, has to relearn to talk, walk, all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not delusional. I know it's going to be a hard thing, you know, but she don't have nobody. I have to take care of her. So if I find somebody, they would have to be good with that. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
And the wild animals live until something kills them.
Bob Taylor says, "Anyone heard about Gracie? She was going into rehab of some sort." Who's Gracie?
I don't know.
Yeah, let us know, Bob, who you're talking about.
With these YouTube handles and stuff,
Right.
I don't know who half of you are. And then it changes occasionally.
Bell says, "And your back massages." You know what? I tell you that every day. I'm scratching my back against the bedroom, you know, wall. I'm like, that's why I miss my, you know, woman mows. I need my back scratched, you know, and I'm scratching against the the bedroom wall. Evan says she has to get over it. It was a gift to her and not a transaction. I don't know what that means. Shamu Aquatic says, "If you haven't gotten rid of that black shark already, you should keep it."
Hey, we got enough one fish per tank around here.
Yeah.
I mean, and the black shark is not that.
Oh, they're talking about
nice
Gracie
looking.
Armand. That Gracie.
Oh, Gracie, our moderator?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what was said. Let me go back up there.
Yeah. I know, there you are. Well, you were there. Yeah.
It says something about Gracie Armand.
God, you had it, and then all of a sudden, gone. No, way past it again.
You think? Let me go down. I'll go back up. Okay, here we go.
There's the black shark. Yeah. A little bit further. Anyone heard about Gracie right there? She was going into rehab of some kind, and then somebody said something about.
Okay, yeah. Bob Taylor says, anyone
Oh,
heard
Sue
about
answers, Bob. That's the last I
Gracie?
heard.
She was going into rehab of some sort.
Oh, it was nothing
And
serious.
Bob said that's what we heard. I'm sorry. I hope she didn't. Randy Koch says, is Schwarzenegger your first fish, Rich? No, he wasn't, but he is our longest fish, for sure.
The longest fish you've owned?
Yeah. I mean, like he's like 27 years old.
Yeah.
You know, he's long. Oh, Bill Lynch says, Gracie was going to rehab for a year. I didn't know that. You can just come here for a year. There's no drugs here.
Wow.
You know?
Well, whatever. I mean, some of you know and some of you don't. I am a recovering addict.
Shamu Aquatic says, heard the black shark can't even be put with cichlids because Oscars, Jack Dempsey's, because of the aggression, like red-tailed sharks on steroids. Says, heard the black sharks. Oh, that's the same thing.
It's the same thing. The only thing I found that can live with them are big plecos, and they got to be breeder size. They just can't do any damage, and they'll still pasture the hell out.
Yeah, but you know, here's the thing. Tracy, drink up, guys, drink up.
Tracy.
What is Jerry recovering from? What isn't Jerry recovering from?
I'm recovering from my own behavior. To be honest with you, I'm an addict. And it's not the substance, the person, the place, or the thing.
And you haven't drank for how many years?
No, it's my behavior that's a problem, not the substance.
Somebody
that's
said
how I handle it. So I have to understand myself, my limitations. And no, I don't know. It's been, what was it, 43 or 44 years? 47 years since I was drunk.
So you don't know how to live my life.
I've had my share and some. But it's been 47 years since I've been drunk. And 30-some years since I've done hard drugs.
Bellstar says, Big Rich, I don't smoke cigarettes or drink booze. Well, how am I going to handle you if you don't get drunk with me?
That's going to be tight.
Randy Koch says, I think Schwarzenegger is the mascot of OPR for sure.
There's a few mascots out there.
Yeah.
Including Herbie. I mean,
Vasquez family says, Jerry's recovering from the biggest flood in history.
The biggest flood in OFR history. That I'm recovering from right now, yeah. That wasn't me.
Oh, that was you.
No,
Oh, for sure. You flooded this place more than most.
Oh, the banana, yeah, the banana. I didn't flood inside the house. I flooded the fishery.
It was coming. It was gonna, it was gonna come up.
Don't be wishing like that on you, man. I would probably.
What would happen if Jerry drank alcohol? Would that be a hell of a roller coaster? Come on, Jerry. What would it be like?
I would get extremely sick. One of the reasons.
Really?
One of the reasons I had to quit drinking was I had alcohol poisoning. I was running on military black beauties. For what you don't know, those are.
But when you have a name like Beefcake Bob, you don't need military.
Now you're throwing shit in the wind.
I'm not. Read it. Camel Dan said.
Yeah, I'm recovering from being Beefcake Bob. I get that one. Camel Dan, thank you. No, I drank about a quart of moonshine. Very, very strong moonshine.
Okay.
Almost Everclear. Because I was buzzed on dexedrine, military grade, and the doctors literally said that the dexedrine is what kept me alive.
Really?
Yeah, the alcohol would have killed me if I'd have drank it without that dexedrine.
No
in my
shit.
system.
Well,
But
dexedrine's an upper.
ever since then, I get sick as a dog and I have a hangover that you would not believe. And it's just not worth it for me to put any alcohol in my system.
Montano says, so what's up with the bananas? Are you feeding our fucking animals any more bananas?
Oh, I got Josh yesterday. You know, when he called me out there to help him with the water changes, he needed to get back to family matters.
Right.
Okay, which is what we do around here. Okay, so I'm finishing up his water changes.
Let me.
He says,
I'm listening. Go ahead.
we've got Herbie in the dog boat. And he's not in the sump anymore. And I says, well, at least I don't have any reason to be throwing a banana in there anymore.
Oh, you didn't say that to Josh.
I said
He
that
was
to
so
Josh.
mad about that banana.
I said that to Josh, and I said, you're gonna fall, man. And then I said, but I bet you I can still plug up that dog bowl with a banana.
Oh no, he didn't do that.
And Josh is straight faced going,
You motherfucker.
You're not gonna risk opening his mouth. Oh, it was hilarious. Oh yeah. It's just I can't drink.
Well, you know
It's
what?
not a matter of can't. I really choose not to, and I don't miss it. And I don't miss the hard drugs either. I mean, I grew up in the 60s on the West Coast. I've tasted just about everything you can, and I've been strung out on to a few of them.
You've tasted everything you can?
Just about.
Have you ate ass?
Yes.
You've ate ass.
Well, sometimes you don't got accidentally, yeah.
Okay then.
He's never lived in a commune.
I've never ate ass. It's disgusting.
Hey, man, you're living on the beach with all these people.
I'll do whatever it takes to make my
I
mate
didn't
happy.
intentionally eat any ass.
Oh, you just
Yeah, it happens to be down there too.
happen to eat ass,
I'm a certified vegetarian.
and you didn't tell the difference
The ass
between the
is down
taste.
there too. That's how I told the difference.
This tastes good. This tastes like shit.
Yeah. So I guess in order to know it tastes like
Oh,
shit, I had to
shit.
eat ass, right? That's
Oh,
like asking somebody
shit.
who, hey, have you ever owned a dog?
Yes.
Have you ever eaten dog shit?
No.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Just like the dog shit in the air, the dogs wiping their ass on the carpet, every place else.
I never had a
Yes.
dog wipe their ass on the carpet. I had
Shit.
a
You
huge
just
dog.
didn't see it.
No, I had a huge dog, a fucking Irish wolfhound, and he shat outside.
Yeah.
He may have wiped his ass on the outside, but I never ate it.
I don't care, man. Them dingleberries get around.
Dingleberries. People, Jerry is wrong. Dingleberries do not
No.
get around, and there is nobody eating ass of their dog. Okay. What the fuck?
Yeah, there. Barbara Stevens got it. Poop particles.
No.
DNA.
I have never ate the ass of any dog I've had
No, you
because
don't
of
have to
poop
eat
particles. No.
that. Poop particles float
The
in the air.
motherfuckers shit outside. I made sure of it.
If you have a microscope, you can probably find
You know what? I'm about ready to have you fucking go on your way too. Because, you're poop particles. Okay? Shut the fuck up, Jerry. That's some bullshit.
You go, Jerry's wrong.
What the fuck? It did not happen. Period. Oh, Shaman Quack says, I'd let your dog lick you. You're getting shit particles on you.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? Big Rich, okay. Lorenz says, Big Rich, did you know that in every jacuzzi there is a teaspoon of shit in the water? No.
No doubt.
There is not in mine. It hasn't been used in many months, and it's
there's
clean,
been anybody
chlorinated
shit.
water. Camel Dan says, Rich, have you ever accidentally got water in your mouth from the pond?
Oh God.
I fish and shit in there. Camel Dan, you do not fish and shit in my pond. They do. And yes, I had water in my mouth
He
from
got
them.
it in his mouth just the other day on video. Got a big mouth.
Raheem says, is Jerry drunk or Rich drunk?
Or Rich drinking.
I'm drinking. For sure.
I'm using my vape and I really shouldn't be. I mean, I do enjoy my smoke. Yes, I'm an addict, but I do enjoy my smoke. When I first went into treatment, I even put away my fish stuff. I partly blamed my fish hobby for part of my. I'm a fish addict too. I can let it take control and run my life if I let it. Well, I am right now. It is my life. But I'm retired. I'm doing what I enjoy.
Cameron Dan says, we definitely need a Jerry storytelling channel.
Sorry, Camel Dan, but there's a few of them stories I'd have to kill you if I told you.
Rad Music says, I feel bad for anyone that's just tuning in and trying to figure out what's going on.
Is this a fish channel or not?
Marie Dean says, y'all better watch your mouths out.
J-Rod. Cheers to you guys. Whenever you get a chance, can you answer my question? I didn't see your question, J-Rod.
I don't know your question.
I mean, I'm not asking for money, but the super chat's the only way to really get
Let us know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What's my favorite fish? I wish people would almost quit asking me that because it's the system itself.
Yeah.
It's the life of the system. I mean, I've seen a lot more fancy and expensive systems than the one here, but the one here works. It's alive. It takes everybody.
The
whole fish system. The tanks.
So when you swear and I tell you gotta wash your mouth out with soap.
No, you're full of. Anyway.
This motherfucker.
But it works, and it's alive. You know, the water basically has to be alive for the fish to live in it. Mandy Davis asked how old I was when I started smoking. I don't remember first starting smoking the pot. I was standing downwind from Smudge. Is that smoking?
Yes.
And I didn't start smoking tobacco until on a regular basis when I was in the penitentiary. But I had used tobacco spiritually, you know, in my life. I mean, I smoke a chalupa. I share medicine with my elders and with my teachers. So, yeah, I mean, you know, the kinnick and there's tobacco in it.
Randy Koch says, I'll take a tug with you, Jerry. We'll go fishing together.
I remember my grandmother used to tell me not to not to abuse. You know, she says if you abuse the medicine, then someday it won't work for you. Well, the pot's still working, Grandma. But she's up there. She lived to 104.
James McNally says, "You've done time in prison, Jerry?
Yeah,
How long?
about 2.5 years.
2.5 years?
Out of a 20, never mind. It got within 6 months of when I was released.
What's word goes, Mandy, it's so long ago he doesn't recall. If he sat at the table with, he don't recall if he sat at the table with Jesus."
I am where I'm supposed to be.
Oh shit, that was funny. James says, "What for? What were you in prison for?"
None of your business.
No, seriously, what for?
Manslaughter?
So you got in a fight with somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not your fault that they tried to pin that on you. You got in a fight.
I had to accept responsibility for putting myself in a position to have to defend myself.
Okay.
So you can't call it self-defense. And if I didn't have the skills that I have or had, that I would not have been in the position to have to use them.
Well, manslaughter is like less than murder, so they didn't say you murdered him.
In Washington State, there's no such thing as self-defense. It's a degree of manslaughter.
Really?
Yeah. You're comparable. You were there. It happened. There is something.
So if somebody tries to, like, rob you, and you hit him 3 times, and he gets knocked out and then dies, then you're going to jail for manslaughter.
No. It's a degree of manslaughter. That's about the lowest, as close to self-defense as you can get. Okay? Okay. And it's basically just a
then why did you get years for manslaughter? What did you do?
They said
you beat him senseless?
I didn't have to kill him, but I did.
Well, you killed a dude.
Well, I didn't have to kill him, but I did. What I did kill him.
Oh shit, Jerry! Damn, dude.
Well, it happened while I was in the penitentiary too. I got stabbed. The guy tried to put a contract on me. I got stabbed in the chest with a shiv and just missed my lung.
No shit.
Yeah, and I blacked out. And about 3 days later, I come to in the infirmary and found out that I stabbed the guy 17 times with that same shiv.
Holy shit.
And was jumping up and down on his head before the guards could get to him.
I'm very sorry for anything I've ever said to you.
It's a blackout. I had the skills to do it, and the muscle memory just took over.
Okay.
You know, but I blacked out. I didn't know I even did it. I thought
I never knew this.
I kissed my ass goodbye. I'm gone, man.
Damn.
I'm standing here holding my chow tray with the shoe stuck in me.
Wow. I didn't know.
Right on the left side, man. I'm gone. I know where my heart is.
You motherfucker. Basically.
Well, I don't know. I didn't
know any.
I didn't get any time added to my sentence. And 2 guys actually got time added to their sentence for it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Because they got in the guards' way when the guards were on their way to try to stop me.
Gotcha.
It's life, man. You're going to talk to a Vietnam vet or a Gulf War veteran about what he had to do over there to survive and defend himself and the people around him. I mean, the war is on the streets, whether you like it or not, people. I mean, there's, you wear the wrong watch when you walk down certain neighborhoods, you just put a price on your own head. If you can't defend yourself, you got no point being there. But I tell you, my martial arts training got me in a lot more trouble than it ever got me out of. And most of the trouble it got me out of was because my damn training got me into it in the first place.
All right, we're going down. We're looking for questions here. You've done your time in prison, Jerry.
Yeah, that's about where we were when I got on my rant about it.
Mandy says it was so long ago he doesn't recall, but he sat at the table with Jesus. That's how long ago it was.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I consider Jesus a fictitious character. So. Oh, we got another super chat? Yeah. Oh, no. Camel Dan wants us to do a shout out to his son Isaac.
There you go. Hey, what's up, Isaac?
Yeah, glad to. It's not the age that gets you, people, it's the mileage, and I'm extremely high mileage.
Just an old ass fuck. Extremely high mileage old ass fuck.
It takes years to accumulate. It takes years to accumulate that much mileage.
Justin Karen discovered the internet. Says Jerry with the beard looks like one of those kung fu masters, like the one in Kill Bill. Is that what it's like?
Not quite.
Not quite.
You know why I've got a beard? Because I'm lazy. That's it, man. Why bother to shave? I sure as hell ain't going to pay somebody else to do it.
Silver Fox says, love your shirt, Big Rich. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Every couple of years, I go get cleaned up. I'll get my hair trimmed and get my beard trimmed. And I'd like to go spend a spa day, man, soak in a hot tub, get a good steam bath, even a good sweat. Oh, it's a good sweat lodge.
All right. I heard a bunch of things going off on my phone. Let me check my phone real quick.
You're welcome for sharing with you, Bella Star. I mean, it's not, you know.
I love her. She's so sweet.
Business. I keep getting accused of one of those guys looking like one of those guys in Duck Dynasty all the time.
Because you look like Uncle Si.
I do. I don't know. I never watched the program. I mean, it's not my kind of TV. Although in my volunteer work up north, I picked up this couple and took them to the food pantry. And it's one of those Christian pantries where you got to listen to the preacher while they fill your box with food and stuff. And then we're weighing the food out. And now I'm just a driver, you know. And this guy goes, "Oh, you look like that guy from Duck Dynasty." And I couldn't resist. I said, "No, I'm going to be Jesus Christ for Halloween." I never went back there, but I don't imagine I'm too welcome.
Jerry, you're welcome everywhere.
Rabbit Master and Kung Fu Panda. I'll share a little joke with you. You know how people carry a rabbit's foot for luck?
Yeah.
I carry a coyote foot.
Why?
For luck.
Why?
It's one of my medicine animals.
Okay.
Well, he's a good teacher.
Teach us and show us
mean.
why.
Oh, I ain't going to get into it right now. We ain't
You
got
need
time.
to get into it. You
We
need
don't
to
have
show
time,
us.
and I don't have the patience to try to explain it right now.
Oh, you grumpy old ass man.
The coyote.
We need to know why.
Why?
Yeah.
The coyote is one of my spirit animals.
Okay.
To even know that he's a spirit animal is, I mean, your spirit animals are yours. It's not for you to discuss with me. unless it's a personal thing. It's not something you put out here on this. I have many spirit animals. The coyote just happens to be one of them. He's taught me lessons. He's one of my teachers.
Okay.
He's a very painful teacher, but he does teach a good lesson. Usually he teaches you how not to do it. Actually, you know, when somebody screws something up and they show you how not to screw it up, that's called coyote medicine. When somebody shows you how to, you know, well, we know this don't work.
All right, J Rod says, hey guys, my fish pond is totally frozen right now. I got a heater in the water pond. I got koi in the goldfish, and in my pond, heater and pump is running still. You need a little bit anywhere in the pond. You need a little bit of air where oxygen can meet with the air and release the toxins in the air, whether it's from the overflow from the water or your heater. You need a open area where air is coming up. Okay, you have to have that before you can just leave your fish in there all winter.
Wherever the ice is thinnest, go out there and smack it with an axe a couple of times, or run some warm water on it. We're lucky enough around here, I can run water from the monster pond out there and thaw something out if I need to. So far, haven't needed to. We missed a super chat.
Did you?
I'm trying to figure out how to do this, people.
Oh, right here. There you go.
Yeah, Sue Ann, thank you very much. $10. We need a monthly Jerry Storm added. Tracy Banana Bar.
Tracy used to get a lot of bananas. She loved eating bananas before we had stopped having sex.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
There you go. He's already third drink. It's after 8 o'clock, folks. He's starting to get Punjabi.
Love you, Sue Ann.
Okay, back to where we were. Whoops, I deleted the. I better go back and do this. Chat publicly is Jerry.
Oh shit, Jim Shisley's here. He just had surgery. He goes, hey guys, hope to come visit soon. Surgery and went well. He had hard surgery. There was a 50-50 chance Jim would make it, and he made it. God fucking damn. Thank the Lord. Jim's still here.
Man.
You know, love you, Jim. You're
part of the family here.
You're definitely part of the family. You know what I'm saying? Love you, Jim.
Glad we didn't shut down before 8 o'clock. We have missed you.
Raheem says, what's your spirit animal, Rich? I would say it would have to be.
How about that monkey that tried to fuck you in the face?
Fuck off, bro.
Did he teach you anything?
No. No. I'm going to have to say it has to be like the Black Panther or the lynx that I had. And now that they're full grown and I have, you know, options, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard. Okay, Richard Jones says a hard question here. How did you cope without Tracy being with the rescue and look after her and coping with the back and forth to the hospital? I'll tell you what, she was gone for 4 days, and I started it as I get a vacation. First time in 4.5 years. And then after I slept all night and then I didn't wake up until I had to, you know what I'm saying? I woke up and I'm like, I don't even feel like I have to get out of bed, you know? And then I got up and you know, talked to her, and it was just great. But now that she's back home and she's, you know, in her bed and I have to take care of her, it's a whole different world now. But I totally enjoyed them 4 days when she was gone. All right, Josh, or Jerry, there you go.
Oh.
Didn't see this?
Huh? Radio? What?
Somebody put on a super chat.
Oh, we just talked to Jimmy with it.
Okay.
We were just talking to Jimmy on that super
Right.
chat. What's Sue cussing me for? God damn it, Jerry.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, Sue says Jim Sheesley, the only person with an OFR tattoo. Absolutely, he is the only person with an OFR tattoo.
he'll always be the first one.
He was
may not
definitely
al-
first,
He may not always be the only, but he's always going to be the first.
for sure.
You're going in reverse. That's why you keep it.
No, we're good. Here's Tracy, everybody.
Well, I gotta go check and make sure everything's balanced out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure?
Well, we're running the drain on the 4400
A new
instead
drain,
of
yeah.
on the,
Yeah.
and I've got to keep my eyes on it. We don't want to get it down to where it shuts the heater off.
Exactly.
Bad time of year for that.
Right.
Having trouble keeping the water warm as it is. Everybody out there is just a little chilly. Matter of fact, I suggested using cold for the drinking word tonight, but we figured everybody'd be sauced within the first 5 minutes. So we went with Tracy, and everybody was sauced within the first 5 minutes.
Right. All right, guys.
Tracy, everybody.
Tracy, everybody.
That's from our friend Raheem. You see the string of monkeys he threw up there? You go back a little ways after I said that about the monkey, Raheem threw a string of monkeys up there.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Thank you for hanging out with us every Friday night.
Okay.
It's been amazing. We've had a great time. And we're out of here for this weekend. So I'll see you next Friday.
Stay fishy, my friends.
Definitely. Stay fishing, my friends. We're just... Oh, wait. We got to... Over here. Where does it say stop? Jerry. Right here. It says stop. Oh, up here. Is it?
Stop.